Hey my dear wingfoil friends, it's Max from Germany and today I'll show you the new Aura V2 from Vayu, and at the end of the video I will also tell you a little highlight that I experienced with this wing, so stay tuned and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more videos. The first thing to say is that the Aura 2 definitely lives up to its name, because this wing really does have its very own aura on the water. It simply looks so classy and elegant thanks to its minimalistic design. So on the water it's almost as proud as a flying swan that wants to take off. Yeah, and what I personally noticed when I was testing it, even in winter, was the bright wing color is somehow really motivating on the water. So even when the cloud and the winter weather is gray, you will still have a positive feeling on the water with the white wing. I also like the logo with the big V on it. That looks really cool. There are a lot of wings with fonts on them and different colors and so on. But here everything is just really classic and clear, so yeah, I really like the design. I got the wing here in 6 square meters, but it's available in a total of 7 different sizes and even in very small sizes, for example from 2.5 square meters if it's really windy. Yes, and generally the Aura 2 is a wing for wave and free ride, but you know I don't necessarily ride in waves but rather on the lakes in Germany, and even here I really have fun with the wing because it's just nice and light and feels super comfortable. As you see, the wing also has 2 windows, but to be honest it has to be said that these aren't really completely transparent windows. They are more for rough orientation when jibing, but what's really cool about the windows is that they are made of X-Ply. And you know, I actually come from windsurfing and I've only ever had X-Ply sails for years because the material is simply ultra robust. And I know I've even touched the sail with the fin when freestyle windsurfing and nothing ever happened because X-Ply simply is such a durable material. And this X-Ply here is probably a bit lighter and therefore the windows are easier to roll up. Yeah, and you may know that with normal windows in the wing you sometimes have total problems packing the wing properly because the window material is so thick and can't be folded properly. But here the material is nice and thin and light and you can fold the wing very easily. Here at the top of the leading edge we also have a brand new Dacron material, and that makes the wing really stiff and at the same time super light, and yeah, it's really lightweight. And I can tell you, I've never had such a light wing in my hands before, especially not such a light 6 square meter wing. And you can also see that the seams on the wing are reinforced everywhere, so when it comes to quality and details, Vayu is really top. I personally also really like the front handle here. It's nice and stiff and not so floppy or soft or anything. And the neoprene pad behind the strap is always very important to me. I remember from my very first wing that there was no neoprene pad behind the front handle, and then you always ended up with your knuckles rubbing against the leading edge, and that was just really uncomfortable. So that would really be my tip for you. If you get a new wing, pay attention to this little neoprene pad behind the front handle. That's really a detail I wouldn't want to miss anymore. And if you want more tips on wing foiling, I also recommend my free ebook, which you can easily download. You can find the link to the free ebook in the video description below the video. Then I also really like the leash that comes with the Aura 2. It's a bungee leash and you can pull it really nicely, and above all it's not too short, and the Velcro fastener is also comfortable and long enough that it can't accidentally open or something. Also great down here with this swivel on it for turning out the leash. We have a sub valve, and you can also leave the air in the middle strut, because with the wing backpack there is even the option of simply packing the Aura 2 with the middle strut inflated. For example, if you just want to get home quickly after your session on cold winter days, or if you go out into the water more regularly and don't always want to inflate the middle strut again. Yeah, and speaking of pumping, the Aura V2 naturally has a one pump system, so you pump up the entire wing in one go. And I remember when the first kites came up, when this system with one pump didn't exist and you had to inflate all the single tubes individually, and with a 16 square meter kite you had to pump for a little while. Yes, and I haven't even shown you the best thing here on the Aura V2, and that's the grip options that comes with the wing. You know how it is when you buy a wing. You always have to decide, do I want a wing with soft handles or hard handles or with a boom? And you often don't really know what you like, or you just don't have much experience with the different grip systems. And that's why this wing is so cool, because you can ride the Aura 2 with soft handles as well as with hard handles and even with a boom. So you don't have to choose, you can simply configure everything as you like. The soft handles and the hard handles are included, but you have to buy the boom separately, because every wing size of the Aura V2 also needs its own boom. But I definitely can recommend it. The boom really pays off, and it's so much fun riding the Aura 2 with the boom. If you also take a look at the canopy, you can see that everything is nicely stretched and nothing is hanging down or wobbling or anything like that. And you also notice this when riding. The Aura V2 is really smooth when riding, and even when stronger gusts hit into the wing, you can handle it well. So really recommendable for people who are not looking for an aggressive wing, but rather a nice, well-balanced wing that is very comfortable while riding. And when it comes to pumping, there are some wings where you really have to pump like a butterfly for anything to happen, but here you really have the feeling that it reacts in a very direct way. So you pull it on and you really notice how it generates power and gets you flying quickly out of the water. So all in all, a really nice wing that is not only great for the waves, but also for the lake and for less windy conditions. What I would personally like to see is that the boom is included and that there is perhaps one boom for all sizes. Maybe you could solve that with a Vayu boom or something, I don't know. But I have to say that the boom on the Aura V2 is really awesome. It's so easy to grip and so nice that even in winter with thick neoprene gloves, I can still get a really good grip. So honestly guys, the wing is really great and I really liked it, and I can well imagine that the Aura 2 is really a great choice for all of you who are looking for a light wing that handles well and is just fun on the water, plus all the different grip options you can use with it. And now I want to tell you about my highlight with the wing. I actually managed my very first tag with the Aura 2, and I'm pretty sure it was because of the cool boom, because I didn't have to look for the handle or something. I just took the wing over my head to the other side and grabbed the boom, and yeah, that was my first tag ever and I was so happy. Yeah, by the way, do you also did your first tag already, or are you still practicing it? Feel free to write your answer down in the comments below. I'm always interested in your progress on the water. And yeah, so that was my impression on the Aura V2. I hope you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you click over here, you will be taken directly to the winter session where I was actually on the water at 2 degrees Celsius. So if you are interested, just click on the video here and then you can watch my ice time session.